Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of EmpireJeffTV. I am your host, EmpireJeff, coming to you on a little earlier than usual on a Monday afternoon around 4 p.m. West Coast time, man. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great Easter with your families, man. We had a very interesting sports weekend in LA, so I want to touch on some of this. I've got to do it a little earlier show than usual tonight. One, because had a lot of family activities this weekend, so I wasn't able to tap in as much. Plus, I'm going to the Dodger game tonight, so I got to get ready to embrace that LA traffic in a little bit. So I had to tap in with you guys because I'm not sure what time I'll be able to do a show later or if I'm able to do one at all later today. So shout out to you guys for pulling up and tuning in earlier than usual. I'm not, sure what the turnout's going to be during the live, but if you guys missed the live and you pull up during the recap, thank you as well. So appreciate you, man. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. I see you. Search and Destroy. I see you as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. But it was a very interesting and very fun weekend, man, in Los Angeles sports, man, with the Lakers and the Dodgers. We'll start with the Lakers off top here, and then we'll touch on the Dodgers here in a bit. But obviously the Lakers coming on a 5-game winning streak, heading to Indiana, and just had a rough go of it, right? You knew eventually they weren't going to win all those remaining 9 games. I joked in my last stream that I watched the Lakers get to actual 50 wins this season, which would be wild by winning the final 9, but I was like, not going to happen. But I was saying that considering the season they had, the fact that they even had a chance mathematically to do that was wild. But that wasn't going to be the case realistically. So they're still sitting in that 9th seed after that, loss. And then that incredible performance last night with LeBron James, 9 of 10 from 3. Like I said, 40 points out there in BKNY, man. Shout out to Brooklyn. But, they needed that game from him last night. Anthony Davis has been playing fantastic. But it just seems like in a game where if we don't get like a really solid contribution from D'Lo or Reeves, or at least like in really like extensive performance by one of those two, like one of those guys got to get like 30 or both got to be near 20. Brown and AD got to play well, or the Lakers are just going to struggle. So, and that night D'Lo did not play well in Indy, but LeBron was just all godly. They were playing a much lesser team yesterday in Brooklyn. And man, when Brown went to that corner, did a fadeaway 3 from that left corner, man, that was just insanity last night. But I was going back and forth between the Laker game and the Dodger game yesterday, being that the Laker game started an hour earlier. So I got to watch basically up until about halftime until switch back and forth between the two. So good sports weekend. Like I said, the Lakers did go 1-1. Theoretically, they've won 6 of their last 7 with that one loss in Indy, and started this road trip great. The Dodgers took 3 out of 4 from the St. Louis Cardinals. They're now 4-2 on the season. And like I said, the Lakers, man, as they go in here into this final stretch, they're still gonna have some issues here. So at this point they're just hoping to hold on to that 9th or 8th seed, right? And I think there's a good chance they're going to at least get the 9th. I think there's a good chance they can get the 8th, but you're gonna have to wait and see, man. You got Phoenix sitting there, a game and a half up on them. Same with Sacramento, and basically with New Orleans 3.5 games, they're not catching 6 at this point. And being that 7 and 8 are the same game and a half back, both 2 games back in the loss column. The Lakers have a chance to get 7. Golden State is a game and a half behind them in 10th. Houston 2 games back of Golden State in 11th. I think that the 10 teams that are kind of locked in right here, Oklahoma City, Denver, Minnesota, the Clippers, the Mavs, the Pelicans, Kings, Suns, Lakers, Warriors. I believe all those 10 obviously make the playoffs. Houston may make it a little interesting, but I don't think they get in. Now, when you look at the top 4 of OKC, Denver, Minnesota, top 3 of Oklahoma City, Denver, and Minnesota, I've been saying I felt like that 3 was going to be competing for the 1 seed. I felt the Clippers were going to be locked in pretty much at 4th or 5th. They're kind of right there. I think the Clippers are going to finish 4th, Dallas in 5th, New Orleans in 6th, and then 7, 8, and 9. I think are going to struggle for battle out for 7, 8, 9. I think the Warriors end up 10th. I think 5 and 6 are Mavs and Pelicans are going to battle it out for that. Maybe 4, 5, and 6 battle it out. But this is like a tier of 3s and 4 right here, right? 1, 2, 3 is going to battle it out. 4, 5, 6 is going to battle it out. 7, 8, 9 is going to battle it out. And I really think that 10 is just going to be Golden State. So curious to see what you guys think in that. But the way that these stands are kind of solidifying here and kind of holding true is that it's looking like it's just going to be a battle of 3s here. It's like a little 3-team race in 3 different tiers here in the Western Conference, man. Eric, I see you, man. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. 3 out of 4 is great. One Peruvian guy, hello to you as well. Kane Carter, what's good, my guy? They got to get the 8 Pels are on the downswing. Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I don't want the 9th, don't want the 10, obviously. 7th, 8th, I mean, seems like the best of a bad situation. We got 7th last year, went all the way to the Western Conference Finals. So they can do it. It's just a matter of, okay, what do these matchup look like, and who are they playing? Zachary, what's going on, my guy? He says, what's good, Jeff? I'm busy. What's good, Jeff? I'm busy. I like Gabe defense, but that Lakers bench is weakness. Yeah, that's the thing. So this Laker bench is going to be a problem, right? That's why I've often said I really like Austin coming off the bench to give him that punch. They're not going to do it, obviously. But when we get Vando back, hopefully soon, we got Gabe back. Hopefully he can contribute something that adds to your bench. And then maybe if there's any type of alteration of Vando in, maybe Rui to the bench. Here's the thing, like putting someone on the bench is not a demotion, really, when you think about it, whether it's Rui, whether it's Reeves, whatever it is, it's about a lineup by giving some offensive punch off that bench to come in and give them when they're in a rut there. And you need points off your bench. That's why I've always really liked the idea of Vando starting, because I feel like Vando starting, he can help, keep one of those wings or guards in check a little bit, and then you can bring some offense off your bench. But it's just going to be what it's going to be at this point. Christian Wood may not be back. I heard a report the other day say he's not coming back. Heard somebody already saying there's a chance he couldn't come back. So I'm just going to just not really count much on him right now. And really what it was is no matter what's happened this season, what was supposed to be that depth, it's been the bench that has suffered the most here. Because they've been able to put 5 guys in there in the starting lineup, right? But then it just keeps taking from the bench. Rui off the bench. You took Vando out from the bench. You put Reeves and took him back off the bench. You got Spence out there, but he's not really playing that backup point guard role the way he should be, whether it be him not fitting in well or Darvin not using him correctly. That's, everyone's own opinion from there. But you got guys out there who just really aren't filling strong roles on the bench. And as a result of that, you're putting a ton of pressure on your starters, which is then putting a ton of pressure on LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and then a ton of pressure on a backcourt that doesn't defend very well to play better defense and score more points. So a lot of pressure being applied to the Laker in these final games. But this Laker team seems to play better when its back is up against the wall here. That doesn't seem to be anything new. They've essentially been playing this way since the 13th game of last season, as far as fighting, scratching, and clawing for playoff position and playoff wins or just standings. So from the second they started 2-10, they've been clawing ever since. And then, even this season has been up and down, up and down. just really bad ruts and then some decent, okay peaks, and then they fall off again. So going to be real interesting to see how this Laker team puts together these final, games here going down the stretch. But I think that's basically what it's going to end up being. Like I said, 1, 2, and 3 going to battle it out. 4, 5, 6 going to battle it out. 7, 8, 9 going to battle it out. And 10, I think, remains Golden State. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about that. That's just how I see it breaking down. Miguel, what's going on? Thank you for pulling up. Hopefully we land close to the Pelicans, hoping our pick lands so close that they actually don't even consider taking it from us. Miguel, I don't believe they're taking the pick from us this year. This is going to be pretty much known to be a pretty weak draft. I think that no matter what happens, I think they're going to punt to 25. That's just my opinion. Could they take 24? Yes. Will they? I don't think so. I think that they're going to take 25. I think the Lakers are going to be able to keep 24. However, key thing in mind here, the Lakers do have 3 picks they can move this summer, but it's not till after the draft. They cannot move those picks until that 24 pick is taken. So they'll have to wait until the draft is completed. That pick is made, whether they're making it for another team or not, but they will not be able to move that. They will not be able to move that pick when their season is over. They will not be able to move it before the draft. They will not be able to move it during the draft they won't be able to move it until after their pick is made. So keep that in mind, because I hear a lot of people saying they can move those 3 picks as soon as the season is over. That is not true. Simply not true. But again, just a reminder of those who are pulling in now. Coming out a little early tonight because I'm going to be heading out to Dodger Stadium in a bit to go watch the Dodgers and the hated ones, man, the San Francisco Giants up there at Dodger Stadium. So a little earlier than usual. Sorry to throw you guys off track. But I wasn't going to be able to go live, in the 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, because I'm going to be at the stadium. I'll do my best to do a post game when I get home, depending on what time I get home, depending on how the game goes, depending on traffic. But I'll do my best to do a post game later tonight. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in early. Like I said, a little off schedule for me, but I got to get to the stadium in a bit. Angel, what's going on, my guy? 8th inning boy shirt coming. You know what's funny? You said that. Yes, I've got an idea for something because, man, they're that 8 spot, man, and that 8th inning is typically where that noise gets made. So, I've got an idea for something there, Angel. It's funny you say that because they've been doing that since spring training. Something about this team in that 8th inning. They just love it. But, shout out to the Cardinals, man. Their pitching staff was giving them everything they can handle last night. They were having fits out there. Matz was just doing it, man. He was just, when a guy, we'll touch on the Dodgers in a little bit. I mean, let me just finish up with the Lakers here real quick, being the weekend roundup. But, like I said, I wasn't able to really do a lot of streams this weekend. So the Lakers coming up. Let me know what you guys think, how they feel, how they finish the end here, and what seed do you think they're going to end up with. I definitely think they end up with 7th or 8th, but it's just a matter of can they continue this pace? And that's the thing with this Laker team. Every time they keep their pace going, they play great, they start to turn a corner, they have a hiccup that usually leads to multiple hiccups. So I do like the fact that they had a hiccup in Indy. The final of that game was just messy, man. Braun and Reeves didn't seem to be on the same page on a couple of possessions there. One was on that dive to the basket, and Reeves just didn't line him up with a pass correct, drops it out of bounds. The other one, you got Braun on the wing with a little post there. They throw it into him, he throws it back. They go for like a little bit of a repost, but Braun really isn't in post position. Halliburton's able to shoot the gap, get the steal, basically put the game away with that. So not a very good play to execute there when you're in all these must-win games. Austin Reeves has to be better than that. I don't put that play on LeBron at all. Could he have sealed Halliburton a little bit better? Could he have resealed or kind of a reposted in that high area? Yeah, he could have. But Austin is looking at clear line of sight there to see that Halliburton has the gap there and has the angle, and he still throw the pass. So I put that turnover purely on Austin Reeves in that situation. But like I said, they came back against Brooklyn. They handled business. They got up to a 15-0 run. Brooklyn, I don't want to say made it interesting. I don't think they ever did, but they climbed back into 12, 13, got it close to 10, and the Lakers just kept creating more separation from there. So they pretty much had that game under control from start to finish. They did, and now it's on to the next one, right? And they got to see what they can pull off in their next game and how it's going to be with the remainder of this road trip. If they can get through this, is a 6-game road trip, man. If they could come out of this, like I said, if they could come out of this road trip, they got the Raptors tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific. If they could get that game tomorrow, and let's see, let's finish it out. You got that. You got Toronto tomorrow, right? And then you got the Toronto and Washington on a back-to-back. These both could be quote unquote labeled trap games, and they're back-to-back. But if they win both these games, right, and then and then I don't think they play again. I think they got the 1 second here. They got the Saturday game. Yeah, Cleveland are back at home, so they have a chance. They really do have a chance to come out of this road trip 5-1, which would be incredible considering where we were 1 month ago. So the fact that they can go 5-1 on this road trip, come home feeling good about themselves, and close out the remainder of this season, and then ride that wave into the playoffs, then I really, really think that the Lakers will be in a good place there. So let's let's transition to Dodgers now, man. So, like I said, I was covering the Lakers and the Dodgers. We're going to kind of do like a kind of a little mixed hybrid episode tonight where we're covering both on the weekend wrap up here. And now we got the Dodgers, man, who handled 3 of 4 from the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm going to go ahead and just control alt delete and just act like that little South Korea series didn't happen. We went 1-1. It's not like we went 0-2. But it just was a really weird situation to be in. And I think for both teams, I think both of them deserve a little bit slack there. The Dodgers, after that, come home for 7 straight at home to kind of get, back in the swing of things here after a couple of games over there, doing the freeway series with the Angels, basically staying in California and Southern California for 10 straight games, 3 in the freeway series, and then a 4-game series against St. Louis, and then a 3-game series against the Giants to kind of get their inner clocks and everything back to correct. And the Dodgers could easily be undefeated this season. They really, really could. So even those 2 losses, like I said, that one in Korea, the one with the bullpen just absolutely fell apart Saturday night with Joe Kelly coming in. And just, I know that Dave Robert Lynchpin was out there going after him after that game. But, the bullpen appears to be, I said it on Friday night's game, that they've been rusty. And then the bullpen seems to be a little bit problematic here. And that continued to be the case as we continued on, the last couple of games here. On top of that, though, Mookie Betts is just on a absolute tear, playing like the best player in baseball out the gate here. He went in here, looks like he took this winter very, very serious. No, he has Shohei Ohtani behind him, Freddie Freeman behind him, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez. We're going to touch on Teoscar in a minute, man. But just knowing that he has all these bats behind him, man, so he can be aggressive and do his thing out there, and he's going to get more pitches to hit than he has maybe ever in his career. So just incredible. Mookie Betts is my favorite player in baseball. He's been my favorite player for a while now, not only before he was even a Dodger. So the fact that he is a Dodger, the fact that he won a World Series with us, and I think he's going to get an MVP with us, 1 or 2 of them. And I think in the end, the Dodgers will have 3 MVP candidates. But I think the way that Mookie is starting this season, and if he can avoid any major slump, and just even if he comes off this pace a little, which he's going to, but I think if he's going to have a monster season. And I think that Mookie has an absolute chance to get out there and win an MVP this season. And the way he's starting this season, he's clear-cut favorite right now. So very, very early. Being a favorite right now means nothing. But as far as just the way he started, I saw that Juan Soto got the American League Player of the Week today. I didn't see the National League get announced, but I'd be very surprised if it wasn't Mookie Betts, because it almost has to be at that point. If it isn't, then someone's got some splaining to do, right? Because he is he's going to be crazy, man. He's going to have a crazy year this year. And like I said, man, the Yankees, shout out to the Yankees, man. Shout out to the Yankees, man, for going in and sweeping the Houston Astros, man. Going in there and handling business. Juan Soto absolute getting silly in that series, man, to sweep the Astros 4-0, man. And if we get this locked-in version of Juan Soto at the plate, like Jeff Passan said, man, a locked-in version of Juan Soto at the plate is so very good. I don't think we've really seen this version of him since Washington. He never really looked fully locked in San Diego, never really looked fully comfortable, never looked fully committed there. I got to tell you, though, it looks like he's enjoying being a New York Yankee. It looks like he's enjoying wearing New York across his chest, and he may stay there. It's becoming more likely, man. But the way he started this season and the way the impact he's having on these other players on this team, and them being more patient, just watching him and his patience at the plate. So the New York Yankees, man, getting off to great starts. But the Dodgers starting rotation is absolutely dominant, man. Yeah, Yamamoto got his debut on Saturday. You had the rain delay, man. He pitched 5 scoreless innings. He was incredible. And then the bullpen came in and just fell apart, right? So, well, I'm tripping. Hold on. But the bullpen came in and just fell apart. And the bullpen had a rough one there on Friday night, and then they had a rough one on Saturday. And last night they were better. They were better last night. Like I said, Gavin Stone gave us everything he possibly could. There were some BS runs there. You had the one where he was ahead in the count, pitching great, and then he hit the batter, and then you had the catcher interference, and that led to 2 additional runs, unforced runs there in that inning. But outside of that, I felt that he was decent. He gave you what you needed from him, but he just he got touched up a little bit there on some bad plays there, where, like I said, we hit the batter, and then you had the catcher's interference, which is give me a second. I need to look up something real quick because I think I bought something here. So give me 1 second. Let me see. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I got the dates right. Okay, cool. So like I said, Yamamoto went in and redeemed himself with any of those doubts he had. Man, it struck out the first 3 batters he faced, and Bobby Miller, man, he basically Yamamoto and Bobby Miller did the same thing in back-to-back games. Bobby Miller went 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks. Yamamoto 3 up, 3 down with 3 Ks. And we're looking at potentially having 3 aces. I know it's going to sound crazy, and maybe Yamamoto and maybe Miller don't reach ace status this year. But as far as these guys being our 2, 3, or whatever you're going to have them in our rotation, we're just, this is going to be ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And Yamamoto coming in there and sitting down those first 3 that he had, but obviously we had that rain delay, right, which kind of mucked it up a little bit. The Dodgers still had a chance to win that game. Stupid ghost runner, man. I hate that rule, not just because we lost. I just don't like the rule. Let me know what you guys think of the overall ghost runner, man. I just not a big fan of it. And curious to see what you guys think. So now they're sitting here standing at 4-2. They got the Giants for 3 straight. I don't really know what to make of the Giants this season. They had some nice moves, some nice acquisitions. That pitching staff is going to be good. I don't know about what the offense is going to bring to the table, but we're going to get an early look at them starting tonight at Dodger Stadium. Can't wait to see that in person tonight. Kane, so what's going on, Kane? He said, if you could devise a plan with this Laker team against Denver, what would you do? Kane, pray. Pray. They got our number. They got us on a ton of different matchups. Lakers got to make their threes. They got to hope to try to make them miss shots. And Anthony Davis has to show up and damn near give you 30 every night, with Bron dominating as well. That's a lot to ask with the type of defense you expect Anthony Davis to play. This roster isn't really built to beat the Denver Nuggets. So, like I said, you're going to need a little bit of help from the basketball gods and have some things go your way. But I saw Jovan Buddha broke down a pretty good plan one time, saying that basically you got to put Bron on Murray, which is a lot to ask of him. Put Bron on Murray, AD on Joker with some help. And then, that's, if you can control Murray, you can probably beat them. But the problem is the Lakers have not just been able to control, they haven't been able to control Joker or Murray. So that's been the problem. If you can somehow slow down Murray, then maybe you can get them. But like I said, it's a tall task to ask for LeBron James, but he's a bigger guard. He's a guy that can give him a little bit of fits, a little bit of problems. Obviously, with LeBron James being 39 years old, that's a tall task to have him get out there and try to do that. But maybe you don't do it the entire game. Maybe you do it in crunch time if you're hanging around close enough. Let's see. Dinwiddie def not being used right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Appreciate you, Search, man. Make sure if you guys are ordering anything on Fanatics, whether it be Dodger gear, Laker gear, NFL, MLS, whatever you're ordering, your memorabilia, please go ahead and use our link. Your order experience does not change, but the good people at Fanatics will donate a portion of every order towards the channel, which puts more into the channel, lets us be able to do more with the channel, including some ticket giveaway, some gear giveaway. All this stuff's going to happen later on in the season. So appreciate you guys for made your orders already, and those will continue to do so in the future. Yeah, Kane, I agree with you. I know you're against it, but I'm in full support of Vando or Dinwiddie starting over Reeves. I'm not against it at all. Like I said, I've often said that I feel like the best role for Austin would be coming off the bench, because he can play the same off the bench as he does starting, and he can get starters minutes off the bench, and he can finish games if he's playing great. I just prefer to have some punch off the bench. Okay, and I actually agree with that. I talked on that a little earlier in the stream here. James, what's good, my brother? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. He said, "What's up, Empire Jeff and Laker family?" What's going on, James? Hope you're having a good one, man. Thank you for pulling up. We're having a little weekend recap here on the Lakers and Dodgers. Wasn't able to go live a lot. But I think my last show was Friday, so just tapping in with y'all. Hope everyone had a happy Easter, man, with your families. Hope you all had a good weekend. Great sports weekend, man. It's like, when October hits and it's like end for the Dodgers, beginning for the Lakers, and it's kind of that excitement, man. The Dodgers are heading towards the playoffs and the Lakers are getting started. Well, now this is the flip side of that coin. We got the Dodgers just getting started and the Lakers locking in on heading towards the playoff run here. So we're on the complete side of that coin here, but it's just exciting nonetheless. I wish the Lakers were doing better, obviously, seeding wise, but this is what we got. We got them both at the same time when games matter. And one of the great times of the year, as it is when October comes around. So, let's do our best to support both teams here and keep it going, man, and enjoy it, man. Eric says, I'm not trading the picks when your bench is not great this season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The bench is in troublesome this year. Spencer should honestly not have to change his game. We need him for the sixth man. We do need him for the sixth man, but at the same time, we do need a point guard off that bench. Now, he could be a scoring point guard, but his ability to get to the rack, is a little bit better than some of those other guys. So I think him being able to put the ball on the floor, use his strength, use his ability, he can score at times. times, but I think getting these other guys set up, I think would actually be important too. Micah, what's good, my brother? He said, yo, that Dodger game yesterday was bananas. The comeback was fun, and I don't watch baseball like that. That's what I'm talking about, Micah, man. Get into baseball, man. It's going to be a wild, fun season, man. The New York Yankees are balling. The Dodgers are balling. Watching Kansas City, Baltimore right now. Kansas City up 3-0 on Baltimore right now. Kansas City has a chance to be a little sneaky good this year, perhaps contend for their division. Baltimore, coming off the, what they did last year and adding to it, they're now down 3-1 as they just scored here in the bottom of the fourth, man. I got my MLB extra innings, man. I got basically the NBA League Pass version of baseball on a couple screens while I'm doing a show here with you guys, man. So excited for baseball this season. Super excited, man. Kane said, I love the Spence, Reeves, Braun, Rui, and AD lineup. Yeah, I mean, that's something that could be a little bit different there because you got a little bit a guy out there who can defend better than D'Lo. He's not known as a defender, but Spence can actually defend when he wants to. So when you got Spence and Reeves out there, from a defensive standpoint, it's better than a D'Lo and Reeves, right? Then you got Braun, Rui, and AD lineup. So you got Rui can score, Braun can score, AD can score, Reeves can score, and Spence, although Laker fans have yet to really see it, he can score, right? So you can see that lineup in spurts. Your three-point shooting is a little, even though Braun he went ballistic yesterday, he's having a career year from three. But D'Lo shooting has been fantastic this year. But in stretches, I wouldn't mind that lineup at all, man. Looks like the 8th. Yeah, man. I think they're going to get the 8th too, Eric. I really do. Kane says, what's the issue with Dame's game in your opinion? He really don't move off the ball like I thought. The issue with Dame's game has been what I've been saying about Dame before he ever got traded with Portland. I go, Dame as a number one when he had no pressure, when he could always eat first, get the top dollar, face no media pressure, no fan base pressure. He can get out there, and if he won, he's a hero, and if he lost, it's he don't got no help. He's in Portland. Right. So Dame has never had to play at a level where expectations were required. And now you got teams out there. Okay, now he's a number two. He's not a number one. So now he's out there and his game is going to have to sacrifice some. He's in a whole different situation, a whole different system, a whole different city, a whole different scenario, a whole different conference. And there's a lot of things that take adjustment time there. No matter how great you are, you go through an adjustment process. And that is what Dame is going through now. Now, Dame, I've always felt, if you put him, Dame is a Hall of Famer. He's a killer. He's a beast. I love Dame, but Dame was always going to kind of be that good player on a bad team, fill up all these numbers and then try to go play for winning later. Like he never wanted to do that early on, right? So Dame is kind of catching up and just I think you're seeing what we would have seen from Dame all along if he was a number two on a team with a top guy. Dame to me has never been a top guy. Never has been, never will be. He's a number two. But Dame is a number two when he doesn't play any defense. It's going to hurt you a little bit, and that's what they're going through right now. My brother Chris, what's going on, my Court Kings brother? Chris, the graphic god, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Mookie should have gotten NL Player of the Week. He didn't get it. I didn't see it yet. I saw who got AL. Who got NL? I didn't see that. Let me see. I saw that Soto got AL. Someone else got it over Mookie. I didn't see it before I went live. If someone else got it, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Thoughts on Russ confronting fans? Russ just does that. He's known for that. If you call him out his name and you call him Westbrook, oh man, 3-3 now. Baltimore just goes yard here. 3-3, Kansas City and Baltimore in the bottom of the fourth. Russ has been known for this. You saw that clip where he's walking through that pathway through like little suite, little VIP area in Phoenix in the playoffs, walking, and they called him Westbrook, and he stopped. Like if you call Westbrook to his face, he's going to challenge you on that. If he's within reach of you, if he's within where you can look him in your eye and you can hear him, he's going to challenge you on that. I've seen multiple videos of him outside the arena, in an arena, and he's been standing on it. Now, he's never crossed the line. He's never put hands on anyone. He said, watch your mouth. He said, that's not my name, all these different things. And those dudes are usually, oh, my bad, I was just trolling. You're my favorite. And he's just not having it. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's his name. That's his kid's name. I don't have a problem with him defending his namesake. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go spend all that money, be right there front row and shout out a player's name. You know what I mean? Talk about his game, do that all you want, even though calling him Westbrook is a way of calling his game. But like I said, man, you're spending too much money for these damn tickets to get up there and risk getting kicked out. But I think Russ should probably let it go at this point. Just let it go and focus on it. But it doesn't seem like he's going to, man. Miguel says, Joe Kelly was horrible on Saturday. He was, man. He was absolutely horrible on Saturday. The bullpen has not been up to par yet, but there's a lot of guys not settled in there. We got some guys out, some key guys out. And I don't worry about it long term. I think they're going to be able to figure it out. But the way that their starting pitching is going, the way their offense has been going, hopefully we won't be in position where this bullpen is going to cost us early, but we're going to have to wait and see on it. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's good, my brother? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Dodgers bottom of the lineup looking weak. Vesia is trash. Defense a little weak too. So again, these are all things they're going to sort out. Their defense, like I said, they don't have a ton of errors. What happened with that one with Vesia was sucked a little bit because he came in, he was pitching okay. He was getting some outs. Then he hit a guy, and he had the catcher interference. And then he got the next guy, right? No, sorry. Then the runs came in, and then he got the next guy, struck him out. But he had a little rough patch there. Take those away, he had a pretty good outing. But other than that, Brazier came in. I believe this was Friday night. He had a good outing. They weren't going to use looks like they weren't trying to over leverage this bullpen early in the season. That's why I was saying the piggyback games early. And tonight we got Paxton going, so we're going to see how that goes. So like I said, the Dodgers offense, the bottom of the lineup. But again, the bottom of the lineup got into it. Like Kike got some hits there. You're going to have guys come in. You had guys on the bench that came in and got hits. Muncy came in, obviously hits that homer. Like you have bench guys you can pull in later in the game. So they're trying some different things out. They're working through some things. Ohtani hasn't fully got going yet. The situation he's dealing with off the field clearly is affecting his play slightly. But I fully expect him to bounce back from that and thrive. And historically, he really doesn't ever get going until April anyways. So this doesn't seem to be abnormal for him. Hepatitis, see you later. What's going on, my guy? He said Max Muncy mashes. He clocked that ball yesterday, man. You can hear it. You could see it, everything. I'm like, do that bat flip, man, because he knew that was gone the second he hit that, because that ball just took flight the second he hit that, man. That was incredible to see. Let's see. Your work is always good, Chris. I'll be waiting. Chris's work is fire, man. You're the best in the business, man. That's the graphic god, man. Gurriel Jr. got the NL play. Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I didn't see that. I don't know how anyone got it over Mookie. That's wild, man. That's wild. Oh, Tani loves bets. He definitely loves them right now while Mookie's out there just killing it for him while he's sorting his stuff out here. Just said, Jeff, do you believe Ohtani is innocent? Did Ape steal from him? Everything I've ever seen about Shohei, everything I've ever come across, everything I've ever been told, everything, people that I know who are kind of locked in on that. People who know way more about the situation than me all believe that he is innocent. I've the whole time believed he is. Nothing points to him being guilty. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So I understand the conspiracy theories and people want to dig, but the people investigating and everyone involved, I told y'all this before it came out. I told you this all went down in the clubhouse after game one. So it was all still kind of trying to figure it out. Once this guy knew that the walls were kind of closing in on him, he had to basically rat himself out to Shohei, and then things just started to spiral from there, right? So he didn't even really have time to process any of this. And multiple different things came out because this guy was trying to cover his bases. So this guy's been known to lie in the past, the whole UC Riverside thing, the whole thing that he had with the Angels and the Red Sox and all that thing that was coming out. He's been a known liar. So I'm going to go with the side of the benefit of doubt and the side of history and who's kind of got the clearer track record here. And this guy's been known to lie before. So I definitely would assume that he's lying now. But like I said, people with a lot more intel and information than me seem to believe Shohei is fine. And I believe he is. And I think this thing will be a moot point eventually. Let's see. He said, I'm a Yankee hater. I believe you're a Yankee hater. I mean, I respect their history when it comes to American League. I've watched a lot of Yankee games over my career. Derek Jeter is over my life. And Derek Jeter is my favorite player. I watched a lot of that late 90s, early 2000 Yankee team. So the Yankees are baseball. So like I watch a lot of them. I watch a lot of the Red Sox. I watch a lot of the Cubs. I watch a lot of the classic teams. So I would love a Dodger Yankee World Series. And I do watch a lot of Yankees game. So like I said, Soto there is going to be an interesting fit. I got to see how that turns out for them. The way he started has been incredible. Dodgers going to do a bullpen game tomorrow to give more rest to the starters. Okay, yeah. So that tomorrow's game is going to be a little worrisome then because the way that this bullpen has not been playing great. They've got to get that going, man. Greetings from Japan, Jeff. Hey, Max, what's going on, man? Greetings to you. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Have a fun trip out there in Japan, man. Let's see. Pirates balling too. Yeah, I watched their game earlier, man. They scored a couple of runs there in the top of the ninth right before I came on. They're balling too. I think they're going to have a strong season. They're improved. And you're going to see some of these teams who I don't know if the Pirates are going to be labeled coming out of nowhere. We talked early on. I think they were going to be a little bit better this season. So you got teams like them, like Arizona, who aren't labeled, up there at the top, but maybe out there trying to make some moves, at the trade deadline. Ooh, good catch there. I'm watching the Baltimore game. They may be making some trades here at the trade deadline later in the season. Teams are going to be excited to go further in the playoffs this year. So it's going to be a fun season of baseball this year, not just Dodgers. Jeff, what do you predict Dodgers record will be this year? Miguel says, I don't know yet, because like I said, I don't know what approach they're going to take. Are they going to give some guys some rest? Are they going to, everything I've seen about this Dodger team, including the way they built the roster, it looks like that they're going to try to keep these guys fresh. So I think as long as they're, in the running for the top overall record, I don't think they're going to try to blow that record out the way. I don't think they're going to be try to be 15 games ahead of the next closest person. I think they would love to be a top seed, even though that hasn't benefited them the last couple of seasons with the way MLB does their playout format. But I think that I don't think they're going to go with their full-fledged gas on the pedal and try to get 120 wins. I don't think they're going to try to gas themselves out for that. But we'll see. We'll see how Atlanta playing. Atlanta won 9-0 today, including a rain delay. So we'll see how Atlanta does. We'll see how the Yankees are doing. We'll see how Philly goes. Who Philly kind of just goes like that throughout the season, and then just shows up and kills it in the postseason. We'll see how the competition in the West looks. We'll see how these other teams are looking before I really know what the Dodgers are going to be chasing. But I definitely expect them to win more than 100 games. But if I had to guess right now, somewhere between 100 and 110. And then kind of just, you don't get anything for getting the best record. You can win 115, 120 games. But if you're burnt out, your arms are burnt out, and it doesn't really matter by the time you get to the postseason. Vandal should guard Murray. I think Vandal should guard Murray multiple times, but I think at the end of the game, when you might have to go a little bit more offensive there, you might have to put someone like Braun on there. Gabe, I think will. But like I said, Gabe was guarding him in the finals and just really couldn't do nothing with him either. But I think you need to put I think you got to put a bigger guy on Murray at the end of games there. Spence matches up with Murray well. He does, and I think that's another reason why they brought him in mainly was to get him for something like that. That's crazy. I did not see that. Okay, thank you guys for that. I saw the AL come in, but I didn't have looked at my phone since I went live. How does Mookie not get that? That is absolutely insane, man. You got Orioles versus Dodgers in the World Series. There's a legit chance of that. There's a chance of that, man. But I think you're going to see teams. I think you're going to see the Yankees potentially there. I think you're going to see, like I said, Baltimore there. I think Texas is still maybe going to be a threat there. I think there may be a team that comes out of nowhere who makes some trades, who kind of leapfrogs here, and there's going to be a team that comes out of nowhere. There always is, but you know what? Some of these teams, we are going to be totally different on July 1 than they are on April 1. So we're going to have to wait and see what those teams look like at that time. Micah says, so I'm not a baseball guy, as mentioned. When you say bullpens, you mean the spot where the certain players wait to come in and relieve other players, basically bench, right? Yeah, basically bench for pitchers. So they come in and they relieve the starters or opener, whatever comes in there. So basically, yeah, that's what it is. So the Dodgers bullpen has not been great, to say the least, to start the season. But that happened last year. They started off looking like one of the worst bullpens this team has ever had. And then all of a sudden they ended up just totally putting it back together and being a dominant bullpen. So we'll see what happens here this season, man. Fun fact, Miggy Rosas has more home runs than Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, he does right now, but he won't, soon. I thought Shohei got that one yesterday, man. Then ended up being that ground rule double. Off the bat, I thought he got it, but it died there a little bit. But Shohei's getting going. Also, you guys got to remember, he's also coming off surgery. So he's coming off surgery. You have the stuff with that, with that scandal that happened literally after game 1. And then, he's just going through it right now. I fully expect Shohei to bounce back and have a total Shohei season starting soon. And I expect him to be in MVP conversations, soon. He's going to go on a tear here. After the Westbrook saga, I don't want DeMar here because of his mental health issues. It actually concerns me, not going to lie. That's what I said. I've been saying that for about a year and a half now. I go, you want a guy who's already got depression issues coming to be a Laker here, come home when those guys have not been proven to be able to deal with that. So, yeah, I'm cool on that myself. Let's see. Ken Carter says DTLF and Westbrook interaction would be funny. That would be actually funny. That would be funny, man. Let's see. Don't get me mind my business. They talking to each other here. I think Josh Hart efficiency is a problem. I've never seen anyone criticize him for it. Yeah, I mean, well, because Josh Hart is not a guy you're counting on to be a top 3-4 player on your team. But yeah, his inefficiency, and like I said, he's been going. He's had those killer. He went on a killer stretch of triple doubles there. But I was looking like that Nick team may be in trouble, man. OG and Randall may not return, man, and that sucks. I hate to see that, man. Angel says Yankees actually got me into baseball. I was like 8 and my sister was watching Junior in the World Series, and it's nothing but love for baseball since. Yeah, like I said, that team gave me something to watch and really just really watch baseball. My team wasn't doing so great, and you had the McCourt era, which was just brutal for those who had to sit through and watch that. So it was just tough to watch that era. And I watched a lot of Yankee baseball games, man, and I still do. So the Yankees are still, like I said, I watch Celtic games, I watch Knick games. I watch a lot of NBA too with these other teams. So the Yankees are just kind of that team for me in baseball that I watch a lot of their games. Dodgers games start later, so I watch the East Coast games. I watch a lot of those teams. Let's see. Angel says Yankees were good for baseball. Hopefully we replicate that. Yeah, absolutely. Watching some women's basket right now. Iowa and LSU, then USC game. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one too. You got those two girls going at it again. But yeah, so that should be a fun finish for them as well. Trey all day, what's going on, my brother? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Kurt, what's going on? Appreciate you, man. Hey, Jeff, search and chat. I'm retiring from this YouTube sports channel life. Pleasure knowing y'all. Also, April Fool's. Jeff, you can read my messages, man. This is your channel. Again, thanks for your content. No. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. If the Lakers played today, Ham might have actually put out good rotations. I'll tell you, like, I think Ham was starting to figure some things out, man. I mean, you got guys settling into roles and things like that. I understand that some people just hate him regardless. Like the amount of mentions I get before games for every lineup that gets posted, and I'm questioning every single thing he does is just like, come on, man. At some point, like the Lakers savior Lonnie Walker almost had a DNP yesterday. Like he played like less than 3 minutes, right? Everybody's throwing a fit about Lonnie Walker. Giles, who they thought was going to be the next coming, should be starting next to AD, gets marked inactive, and everyone's losing their mind over it. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, he's Giles. He was signed basically to be a body to replace Castleton. Castleton is back now. There's no need for Giles. Giles was never going to be anything on this team. I don't understand why people don't see this. Like, I don't understand it. They feel like anyone the Lakers sign is going to show up and be an all-star. Like, it's wild. It's wild, bro. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Make it make sense, yo. Make it make sense. Because it's just crazy. Like, some of these messages I get, like, y'all tripping. Y'all big tripping here, man. It's wild. But yeah, man, I'm excited to go to the game tonight. I'm going to be going to so many games this year. I can't wait to see this team play in person, man. I almost went on Saturday, but I didn't want to go during the rain out to see Yamamoto. So I'll go to one of his next starts at home. I'll probably be going either tomorrow or Wednesday as well. Tomorrow's 50-50. Wednesday, I'm going for sure. So like I said, I'm continuing to be at the stadium. So I'm going to figure out, the show schedule here and map that out, but I'll get it down. I can't really live stream from the stadium too much. You got a lot of music playing, and that causes you some problems on YouTube. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get it right, and then like I said, we'll do some shows. Figure it out from there. Hepatitis, see you later. Says Dodgers need some lefty relievers. Hopefully Freeman isn't scared to trade for some of the deadline. Jordan or O'Neal Cruz takes trades which were for relievers. Yeah, I'm telling you, Friedman's not going to be afraid of anything. He's going to do what he needs to do. See what this team looks like. Get some guys back. We've got the prospects to make it happen, and we'll keep doing that, man. Hey, man, my brother DJ in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. My guy DJ from Lakers in 5, man. If you haven't done so already, head over there and give him a subscribe, man, over there. Great guy, great channel, great content. Make sure to head over there for all your basketball, all your Lakers coverage over there, man. And hit me with a $4.99 super chat, man. Thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate you, man. He said, salute, keep grinding, brother. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I know you're a busy man. I know you always got something you're working on, so I appreciate you spending time. Not just for dropping a super chat, but spending your time, brother. Appreciate it. You know what it is. That's my guy right there, DJ. Like I said, make sure to check out his channel. One of the most informed Laker channels out there, man. This guy knows his ish. So make sure you go over there and follow him, subscribe to him if you haven't done so already. Make sure to follow him on all the social platforms too, Twitter, IG, and all that, man. Great coverage over there. Appreciate you as always, DJ. Thank you, brother. Lakers Dodgers for life, says Jeff. Did you watch the Pitbull Raleigh fight? Pitbull had him like a rag doll. Nah, man. I didn't see that, man. I didn't see that. Let's see. If we lost yesterday, I would have blamed Barnes. He's my Darvin. Yeah, Barnes is he's in a unique spot, man. But Angel, the thing with Barnes is Barnes is just not a guy that we're gonna expect much from at the plate. He's not gonna be a guy that gives you much while he's basically in uniform out there. But he is just does such a great job with our pitching staff. Like I said, he is very, very good, and he's working a lot with Yamamoto. And a guy like Austin Barnes, you need on your team. The Dodgers are very clubhouse centric. Baseball is very clubhouse centric. But Barnes definitely is that with the Dodgers. His impact on winning definitely outweighs what he does at the plate. But I understand him holding up a roster spot is difficult. But it's just something that's going to be because Kershaw trusted him for so long. He's developed like an instant chemistry with Yamamoto. That's going to continue. So he's just it's just going to be someone that remains on the team for his contribution. to winning other than at the plate. And he's someone that a lot of the players respect and love and want him around. I wish he was a coach at this point, to be honest, but it just doesn't seem to be in the cards right now. Let me see what happened with this game. Okay. Watch this Baltimore Kansas City game here. But yeah, once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm a little earlier than usual. Going to be heading out to the stadium here in a bit. With LA traffic, man, you got to leave early if you want to get there for the start of the game, because like I said, that LA traffic ain't nothing to play with. And so I'm excited to see the game tonight. Excited for the Laker game tomorrow. Matter of fact, I probably won't go to the game tomorrow because I want to watch the Laker game. And I'll probably be back. I have to split the two because the Lakers play back to back. So I'll probably do some Lakers stuff tomorrow, and then go on Wednesday back to Dodger Stadium. So I'm trying to figure out this balance here, man. It's tough, but I'm gonna make it happen here, man. Angel says Max needs to teach Barnes to get hits and walks. Yeah, we got a walk yesterday, but yeah, I mean, he definitely does have some more patience up there. But he did get a walk yesterday. He did get on base. But like I said, he's just out there giving us a little something that you don't see really at the plate, but it does affect winning. Said big facts. LA traffic is the craziest, man. It is, DJ. It's nuts, man. I'm about to go through it. I'm about to go through it right now. It's all good, man. You throw the Tessie in full self, do that little double tap, man, and just drives you there for you. It works. Good chill. But traffic is going to be not fun, man. Not fun for sure. But I can't wait to start giving away some tickets here, man. And then, even going to games with some other creators and some Dodger fans in general from the channel. Like I said, I went to opening day, and it was surreal, man, to be kind of recognized by people, and people shout you out, people who tune into the show, and people that aren't necessarily even heavy in the chat, but they watch you or they listen to you, and they listen to us, they watch us, and they just it's kind of cool, man, to be able to run into them in person. So hopefully to see some more people up at the stadium tonight. And then I'll either tomorrow or Wednesday when I go. And then it's always great, man. So if you guys ever go to these games and you see me up there, make sure to pull up and say hello, man. It's always good to hear the people that contribute to the channel, man. It's great, man. Do you drive or take public transportation? So I do both, depending on what it is. Tonight I'm going to drive. But opening day, I took the train to Union Station and then took the Dodger shuttle and then the same thing back. So usually I just I'll take public transportation or I'll Uber sometimes. But for tonight, I got a parking pass, so I'm just gonna drive. Like I said, it's a Monday night game. I ain't gonna get too heavy in the bottle business tonight. So I had enough of that last night. So I'm not gonna get too heavy in the bottle business today. So maybe a tall can or two, so I'll be good to drive. And then Wednesday, who knows? Wednesday might have to do that Uber joint or the public transportation. But I mix it up depending on how hydrated I plan on getting. That's pretty much how I mix up the transportation situation. Jeff would be better for the city of LA, Dodgers or Lakers championship, man. Oh my God, both, man. That's what really sucks about 2020 is we got both and didn't get a single parade. But you know what? They're both great, but I would say because we haven't had a Dodger one since '88, as far as a parade goes, I think that would hit the city something crazy. But anything Laker related and winning is just massive to like the likes of that we just don't see anywhere else. So I think it would be Lakers and Dodgers both. The way the Dodger fan base is now and the way that they're so thirsty for a chip, I think they can get right up there with a Laker celebration now. So I'm gonna say either at this point, man. Either. I would love both. But if we can get out of, if the Lakers can get a championship this season and the Dodgers were able to get one in 2024, man, that would be absolutely incredible. But that's a difficult choice, bro. So I'll say either. I'll take either because I think the city would be live for either. But man, I want to be greedy and get both of them, man. Let's get both, yo. Yeah, hepatitis C later said that's a hard choice. Absolutely a hard choice, man. They got to love both teams, man. Absolutely love both teams. So it's hard for me to pick which one I want to win. But like I said, it'd be great for both. What search hit me for a pause for? What happened? But man, I would love to see them both get that win. That would be a dream come true. 88 they did, but I wasn't able to, I was too young to be able to really like feel it like that or be part of it. So 2020 we both got like we got it. We were able to celebrate it, mobbing through the streets, even though we weren't supposed to, but we didn't get a parade. So it'll be I've never been to a Dodger parade in my life. So I would love to experience that. Been to multiple Laker parades. So it'd be great to experience that. Absolutely, man. Lakers winning a championship as a low seed would be crazy. Never been done before. That would be nuts, man. The Lakers coming in and doing it like that. that'd be nuts. I think the city would go even more ballistic. So just in general, we need a parade, man. We have not had a parade in the city of Los Angeles from the Dodgers or Lakers since 2010. Going on 14 years now. So we need a parade in the city. I don't know how the police or the city feel about it, but we absolutely need a parade in the city, man. Absolutely, man. DJ says, I've never been to a Dodger game. Gotta go one day. Hey, DJ, reach out, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm putting it in the air right now. Speaking it into existence, man. I'm telling a lot of content creators, man. I'm going to pull up the games with them. Especially people who really aren't heavy into Dodgers. I'm trying to become that guy who bridges. I'm trying to be that Laker Dodger dude, man. I really am trying to do that. Obviously, I'm not the best to do the Lakers. I'm not the best to do the Dodgers, but I'm trying to be that dude, knowing with Lakers and Dodgers, that bridges the gap and get more basketball people into baseball. So, that with that, I'm going to need some help with the content creators, obviously, and getting them involved. So, DJ, hit me up. So I'll shoot you a text. We'll try to line it up, man. I'm already working on it with a couple of other ones. I'm going to some games. So, like I said, I'm going to go to games with some fans. I'm going to give away tickets to fans. I want to go to games with other content creators. So let's make it happen, DJ, because I would definitely look forward to go to that, man. They're fun. And let's make that happen, man. Search said my first Dodger game was probably in 76. He said, damn, I'm old. Man, 76, that's wild, man. Angel says, Rams got y'all a parade. No, but I was saying between Lakers and Dodgers. I said it's been 14 years since we had a Laker or Dodger parade. Without one of those teams getting one. But yeah, the Rams got us one. The Kings have one. But what I'm saying is, like, it's just been since we got one from the Lakers or Dodgers. But yeah, we definitely got that Rams one. Dodgers games are fun. I always have a couple too many beers, though. That's right, Vegas Dev, man. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Like I said, I did that on Thursday. So like I said, the days that I take the train, I ride the train. Like I got the public transportation, the shuttle. I'm cool. Like I can be all about the bottle business, right? But tonight, I'm not gonna be about the bottle business, man. I'm gonna be, like I said, a tall can of two, and just enjoy myself, watch the game. The problem is when you go and you just have too much fun drinking, sometimes you don't get into the game as much as you want. So I'm trying to really, really enjoy this stretch of history that we're going to be part of, man. So not as much bottles tonight, man. Not as much bottles tonight. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. I'm going to get ready to head out to the stadium. So thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. Hope the Dodgers can get that win tonight. The Lakers will get that win tomorrow. I'll be doing my Laker coverage tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it home in time to do playback because that's 4 p.m. hitting. I probably won't, but maybe the post game. So definitely tap in for those. I'm going to try to do a video later tonight. But appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hopefully the Dodgers get the win tonight, like I said. Paxton pitching. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Kurt and Serge, thank y'all for modding, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the weekend roundup here, weekend recap for both the Lakers and the Dodgers. Final stretch for the Lakers. Dodgers just getting things going. It's going to be an exciting couple of weeks, maybe hopefully a couple of months with Lakers and Dodgers as they proceed. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you guys for appreciate you, Lakers, Dodgers, man. And let me know if you guys like more videos like this, where I kind of commingle the two teams together, right? Maybe necessarily don't do just a Dodger stream or just the Lakers stream, where I kind of mix it in together. I'm toying of doing a nightly sports show, kind of tying it around that. So I'm working on that. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. And if the people show up and the people like it, then I'll definitely do it. So appreciate you guys once again. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna hop on this 5 South, man. I'm gonna head to the Dodger Stadium, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll be posting some stuff from up there, but I just can't do live because the music is constantly playing. And like I said, YouTube don't play that. So y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And definitely appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you, Kurt. You wild. Catch you guys later.